And this is as part of his persuasive influence number two of one, right? It's second project, all right. And it is also to understanding your leadership style, right? Welcome, Jan Bablo.
Okay. Hello everyone. Today I will try something different, since my topic is the power of your beliefs. Why I am here? Because I believe that if I am here, I can practice more, and at some point I will become a great speaker. That is the belief that I have. And of course that will work, because that's my belief. But now I will try something different, and I haven't practiced that, so you will help me. I will believe that I am already a great speaker. And now, I will control my breath. And I will use something that was always recommended to me. The pauses. And now I also can stand a little bit better, and then also I can walk again to the other side. And this works. Because how I feel as a great speaker. And now I am also controlling my voice. And now, it's really good actually. I can promise this one. And of course it's working because I believe in myself. So, now it's time to talk about these beliefs. Because I think that our beliefs are the ones that are shaping our future. Sometimes, since we wake up in the morning, everything that we are doing is about just beliefs, right? For example, why you are having breakfast? Because you have a belief that you are hungry, or you have to eat something because you will need energy. But I remember that when I was in the university, I was of course waking up late, running to the university, and without eating breakfast. My first food was in the evening sometimes. So what was wrong? Maybe my beliefs. But now, since I became a father, I tend to think that I need more energy. So I need to have breakfast. So it's just that the belief. Then another one, and it's maybe the cause why sometimes we are afraid of making mistakes, or maybe being nervous when we are giving this speech, is because we have the belief that a mistake is something wrong. Most of the time, we are just avoiding the mistakes. But now I will use another example. There was a person called Thomas Alva Edison. He invented this one, the light bulb. And this is really nice. Why? Because a journalist asked him, how do you feel after failing thousands of times? And then he was really smart, because then he said, I haven't failed. I just tried 10,000 of times, ways in which this was not working. So it was not a failing actually for him. And I think this is really nice. And then if you start seeing some videos on YouTube about people that succeed in something, those are the ones that are making a lot of mistakes. There is another example, Michael Jordan, a really nice athlete in the NBA. He's the one that failed the most. And he said that in an interview, I failed the most, and I will continue failing. That's why I am one of the best. So now, of course, I feel great, because maybe now I am making some mistakes. But now I am not afraid about those ones. Why? Because now I know that I will closer to become a great speaker, right? So again, it's a belief. I have another example about the family, because when we arrived to Sweden with my family 4 years ago, the first Christmas was sad, because we thought we are alone without our family. But after 2 years, we bought an apartment, and then there was a really nice old lady living next to us. And after the first week of being in this new apartment, he came to us, knocking the door, with a bag full of goods. It was really big, with bread, with cheese, with milk, even chicken, everything that you need to survive in 1 or 2 weeks. Then of course I reach out my friend, a Swedish friend, and I said the same. And of course asking for some advice. Is this something normal? Should I reply this in some way? And he said, no, I have never had that experience before. But just tell her that you are not a refugee. Okay, then I said, yeah, sounds smart then again. And the next time, the old lady came again with a bag full of goods. And then I said to her, thank you, but I'm not a refugee. I mean, actually, we bought this apartment. I have a really nice job, and we are doing really well. We can support ourselves. And she said, I know, but I just want to do this because I want to do. Then, of course, I ran inside my apartment looking for some Bolivian maid or handmaid in order to provide her. But she said, no, I will not accept this because I am doing this because I want to do. And that was the behavior for 1 month. So it was really nice. And now if I come back to this topic of beliefs about family, at the beginning I was crying for not having my family close to me, but isn't this old lady acting as my mother or my grandmother? But this was just maybe my belief about what a family means. Because you are here, you are hearing to me, you are acting like my brothers or like my father or like my mother. So I think it's just a belief. Then of course now I have an open mindset about what a family is. And believe me, it's different aspect. Because then when I am talking with my boss or with my manager, it's like talking with my father. He's always supporting, he just wants the best for me, and it's really nice. And now I will conclude because now I have the belief that I am running out of time. In order to conclude that, be in the position that you are already old enough or you will leave this world, which advice would you give them to your son, to your daughter, to someone else who asking for that one? Would you say, take care of every decision you are taking, be afraid about the consequence of your actions, or would you just say, just leave your own, take it easy, and believe in yourself? Because I think that is what it shapes our future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dan Pablo. And